Nestled just outside the Lubbock Loop in West Texas is Roosevelt ISD, a thriving community serving more than 1,100 students. Many families have continued to settle in the Roosevelt area over the last 90 years, bringing more and more students into the schools. But our district facilities have been outgrown and are showing signs of growing older. The average age of the district's academic buildings is 65 years. That's why Roosevelt ISD's Board of Trustees voted unanimously in February to call another school bond election for May 3, 2025. Proposition A would fund the construction of a new elementary school as well as upgrades to the secondary campus and district-wide facilities. The district has not passed a bond for academic facilities in more than 65 years. As a member of the Roosevelt community, your vote will impact every student, every teacher, and every parent. Bond planning began nearly 5 years ago with the announcement of the Leprino Cheese Foods plant possibly opening within the district's boundaries. The factory's opening in 2025 brought not only more than 600 new jobs to the area, but also financial tax support. If a bond is passed, the factory will cover more than 50% of the financial impact on Roosevelt ISD taxpayers. The district has worked with its architecture, engineering, and construction consultants to shape a bond package addressing current aging conditions. Bond 2025 addresses Roosevelt Elementary School, which was originally built in 1935 as part of the Works Progress Administration, aimed to provide jobs and income to millions of unemployed Americans during the Great Depression. Much of the core infrastructure at the school is 60 to 90 years old. It has had several additions throughout the years, including an auditorium, classrooms, and a kindergarten addition. The district identified areas for repairs or upgrades through a facilities assessment study, including the restrooms, cafeteria, roof, HVAC system, kitchen, and exterior wall ceiling. The report also identified areas that do not meet ADA compliance. Older schools require repairs that take money out of the district's annual budget, limiting money that could be allocated to teacher salaries and student programs. The district has outgrown the auditorium since it was built in 1956, which cannot be used by band and other student programs for large gatherings. The stage is too small, seating is limited, and the backstage area is in need of repairs and upgrades. Parent drop-off and pickup traffic has also grown with the district over the years. Traffic lines are long. Cars often back up onto the road, and the current elementary parking lot cannot meet the demands of large school gatherings or events. Prop A would fund a new elementary school with a 575 to 600 student capacity, which includes classrooms for grades pre-K through 5, a new playground, library, gym, and tornado shelter, and instructional support spaces. A new auditorium would also be built adjacent to the band hall. Prop A also addresses traffic congestion with a new drop-off and pickup location. The facility study also identified areas for renovations and upgrades at the secondary campus. This includes the cafeteria and interior areas, including bathrooms. The current cafeteria holds up to 312 students at a time, split into 2 lunch periods. The entry to the serving line is limited, creating a longer wait time for students to be able to be served their school lunch and a shorter time to sit down and eat. Due to the size limitations in the cafeteria eating area, freshmen must have lunch in the practice gym, which requires separate monitoring by school administrators and teachers. Interior areas for renovations and upgrades includes bathrooms, plumbing fixtures, fixed furnishings, and lighting. Prop A includes a new expanded cafeteria and multiple serving lines to accommodate all students, interior upgrades, renovations to classrooms, and ADA-compliant restrooms. The current maintenance building built in the 1950s and the maintenance shop built in 1972 are in poor condition and past their useful life. The hut used for storage was built in 1977. These facilities have ADA compliance issues and are inefficient locations for deliveries. 24 district vehicles are stationed at the bus barn grounds and exposed to the elements daily. Studies showed that plumbing is an issue throughout the district because facilities are on a septic system and the leach field is saturated. Toilets do not flush and tend to overflow in each building. Prop A funds the construction of a new 16,500 square foot maintenance facility on the western perimeter, allowing the district to use space more efficiently. Prop A also addresses the lines at all facilities that treat and remove sewage and waste, and a new awning that will shield vehicles from weather conditions and extend the life of their service. So what is the financial impact of the 2025 bond? Roosevelt ISD has decreased its M&O tax rate every year since 2019 to remain financially responsible to its taxpayers. Local industry in Roosevelt ISD would cover 50% of the bond and taxpayer cost. If passed, the estimated financial impact of the bond would be $8.34 a month on a home valued at $150,000 in Roosevelt ISD. Since 2019, state law requires all bond propositions for any school district to have the phrase, "This is a property tax increase" on all ballot language for bond propositions. Homeowners 65 years of age and older who have filed for and received the over 65 exemption will not see an increase over their frozen dollar amount unless an addition or renovation is made. Check your most recent notice of assessed value change to see if you will be impacted. The 2023 legislative session delivered the largest property tax cut in Texas history. The combination of compression and the $100,000 homestead exemption cut school district property taxes for homeowners around the state. Because construction costs increase as much as 10% each year, the cost of these projects could increase by up to $5.8 million every year they are delayed. Election day for Roosevelt ISD's bond proposal is Saturday, May 3rd. Early voting is April 22nd to 29th, and weekend voting is available. Registered voters can vote at the Roosevelt ISD gym, and more information about the bond can be found on the district's bond website at www.risdtx.us/bond2025. And remember, go vote.